Hello, dear viewers. Welcome back to the African Diaspora News Channel. Again, my name is Mary Apollo. So, our today's topic is a very important topic, and a lot of the audience also are asking about how the free trade area is going to be implemented, and there is no enough voice of people talking about it and activists also who are coming there. But before I started to talk about my vision of a youth and a younger generation of the continent, about how I want to see the free trade area and what it does it mean to me. One big important question come to my mind: is the free trade area is the new journey of building the Pan-Africanism dream? I don't know. What do you think about that? What does Pan-Africanism also mean to you? I think it's send us your suggestion about that. In talking about the free trade area, is created by the African Union in March 2008, and also it was ratified by 21 African countries. 45 African countries has signed. Now, 54 out of 55 African countries signed for and will be implementing it starting from January 2021. So the free trade area, when we talk about the free trade area, we talk about the free access to commodities, goods, businesses, exchange of services, and also in the continent, and the well-being of the human being in the continent for the long term, because we have been in different systems under colonization, and also then after that the political and the socio economic system have made these boundaries and difficult for us to come from country to travel to another country, and also the intermarriages, also the social structure, all these complications come because those countries has boundaries, and also there is this restriction from different countries putting specific criteria for you to travel from country to another. You have to get a visa, submit your passport to the embassy, and that takes almost 3 weeks, and then from these 3 weeks you get approved, you get a ticket. A lot of people are luckily to be traveled by plane, and it costs you a lot, so there is a lot of restriction when it comes to travel, and that discourage people of the continent, of the one continent, to move from another. Do you think it's a good thing to do? Why is it difficult for you? Why is it possible for the citizen of Africa to move to country to another? So meanwhile in other countries it's so easy, and these countries are connected, and they use the railway, they have the train system, you can travel within the same country. The next day you will find yourself, for example, let me take the example of the EU, or also the country like the United States. They have the railway system where anyone can travel, and they travel. You have many options that you can travel and get to another place. So why is it like that in Africa? This is when the head of state of the African, they come and say that, okay, we will start implementing it from January 2021. And luckily, because also the COVID was, that 2020, and how the COVID has devastated the continent, and we lost like almost 2 million people who are affected with the COVID-19 now. And a lot of it has to do also with the lack of services, lack of resource management, and also the restrictions that we put for the continent. So what is the way forward, and why is the agreement like the free trade area matter to me as youth and young generation? When we talk, I remember last year's I met some friends in Yali exchange program. So I met people, other fellows who are coming from different countries, and we get a chance to introduce each other. So one girl told me like, oh, I met a lot of South Sudanese in my country, but also I didn't get a chance to know about the diversity. I don't know that it's also a diverse country, and there is different groups there is different languages. So it's really a good program that we come to know about each other. So with the free trade area, we will have the access to travel between the country to another and meet other fellow Africans and know about each other, because we don't want to be living in isolate social connection, and we are in one continent. We want to break that social barriers and get the integrated socially and culturally. So in terms of financially, it will open a lot of entrepreneur opportunities and business and economic growth for the youth in the continent, because African youth are the most talented youth. Also, youth are still suffering with the issue of unemployment. Only 12 million of jobs that are provided to youth out of 33 million of jobs, and that's not enough. So this is a way for us to cut the suffering of the youth. We don't want our youth to be traveling also more abroad and looking for other opportunity, crossing the Mediterranean, also go through all these challenges. We can do that in our home. So what do you think? With the port and the roads that is opening, and also developing the railway system. Politically, we want also to have the kind of exchange program, leadership program, capacity building program. Someone from Kenya can go to Nigeria and do a exchange program, or Kigali, and they come back and implement what he have learned in his country. In terms of technology, the world right now is developing. We're talking about the digital entrepreneur, where young youth can start their own initiatives and like use the talent that they have and create jobs for millions of people are surrounding. So that's also possible to be done in Africa. And also the data center system, we have been complaining for a long time. We don't have research center, we don't have data system that can keep our records. We're still depending on reports from our side. So that has to stop. I think this is also can be solved in this term. In terms of good services, we need a health system, education, entrepreneur, like providing jobs, empowerment programs for women and youth. The internet will be there when we have the economic independence and also peace and stability. We have to work in a model that contemporary, like with the global market, and also be adaptable to the global revolution, because the world right now is developing. Everything become digitalized. It's a new world that you develop yourself, and this is how Europe and this is how China is doing. So let us go and just follow them. Let us improve on that. Also, we can be better than them, because we have 1 million population, we have a lot of talented people, we have rich cultural background, and others don't have it. So this is opportunity, let us use it. The implementation for it will be a beneficiary and an opportunity that they use for the continent, have been waiting for it. Also, let us ask our brothers and sisters in the diaspora to come together and work with us, using the knowledge, the technology, the experience that they have. Education, we need an education that work for the international market, and it's the free trade area. It's a dream for every youth, for every population of the African descent continent. Send us your suggestion. What do you think of that? And also, I have a great question for our leaders, or head of state in Africa. How do you think we can teach the free trade area concept to the simple person, the person who is the farmer, the woman who are selling goods in the market? How do you think we can do that? We don't have to put that boundary for ourselves anymore, because when we come to these important topics and want to talk about it, a lot of us stop, and they just want to wait for the politicians to deal with that. So it's not just the issue of them, it's for every one of us have to understand that and have to study that. We have the capacity of that. This is how these other nations are developing, and they are making this change. and also youth have a great opportunity on that. That's why we are now seeing most youth who are coming back to the leadership position, to the power, to asking for their right. So it's a new beginning. Just send us what you think about that. I meet you in next episode in African Diaspora News. Thank you for watching, and my name is Mary Apollo. Bye.